more color than I normally wear, but I'm not mad at it. I think I look nice. Hi guys, my name is Eleni. Welcome to me. Forgive my voice as I'm still recovering from a cold, and anytime you have a cough or any kind of sinus thing, it likes to grab hold, never let go, wants to stay with you forever, and that's what's up with this business. I've been away for a week, but I've still been on social media. The lack of videos is because every time I tried to speak, I would cough and I wouldn't be able to get a whole lot out. So I'm sure my family was very happy that they didn't hear so much of my voice, but I'm making up for lost time now. So, video a little while back about Rosie O'Donnell talking about Barron Trump and speculating, not just her, but there was like a few people speculating about whether Barron Trump had autism, and how I thought that was inappropriate because he was 10. I don't necessarily agree with going after any family member. I just think that when people are adults, they deal with things differently, and you don't bring children into any type of situation. Now, I don't necessarily want to make a whole bunch of Rosie Donald Trump videos, but Rosie O'Donnell's in the news again because she's been calling Donald Trump mentally ill. Donald Trump, Rosie O'Donnell feud has been going on for several years, even before he was running for president. So this is nothing new. Donald Trump has called her a fat pig. She says all sorts of things. The latest thing is that she's saying he's mentally ill, and America has 3 weeks to make it right. I understand what she means by make it right, simply because I think the American people have spoken, the Electoral College has spoken, and I'm not saying people should lose hope if something's happening that they don't like. I think people should always fight for what they believe in, but really, I don't believe anything's going to happen. I think Donald Trump is the US president, and as sad and I don't know what's going on type of thing that's happening, it kind of is what it is. I also don't agree with the whole mentally ill comment. I think people still say, oh, you're mentally ill, as an insult, and I'm not overly PC, and I'm not some kind of delicate flower or anything like that, but that's not what Donald Trump has. Donald Trump has made it very clear who he is. No, he doesn't tell the truth, but on one hand he says one thing, and the other hand he says something else. He takes something that he has nothing to do with and tries to spin it, saying that he did it all and it's all about him and everything. So this is kind of like, to me, this is his personality. It's been very clear about who he is and what he's about. So calling him mentally ill, really, I mean, I don't think that's what it is. I think that's what happened. I think Donald Trump is a product of, I have always gotten exactly what I wanted. No one says no to me, and if they say no to me, there are consequences, and I'm kind of untouchable, and it's not going to get better now that he's president of the United States. You know, he's always kind of been that type of person, so it's not mental illness, and it's not that type of thing. And I'm not saying people shouldn't express themselves if that's, you know, if you're angry, sometimes you just have to say what you want to say and be done with it. I just don't think it's very productive. I don't really see how what she has said has done anything other than perhaps made her feel better for expressing herself. Trump has already taken credit for things that went on when Obama was president, saying he did all of these things and everything that's going on. If he says he disagrees with something and then it kind of happens to go the way he wants it to go, he says it's all because of him. This is, I don't say this to make anybody feel bad by any means, but this is, you need to accept it. You need to brace for what's happening so that you know what's going on and then can react accordingly. There are better ways to deal with things. Again, it's not mental illness. It would almost be, bear with me, it would almost be easier if it was mental illness, because there are treatments for that. I know what that sounds like, but I don't know how else to say it. Like, how else do you say that? Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's the latest on the Rosie O'Donnell Donald Trump feud. Let me know what you think about either or, respectfully please, because during my last video people were quite upset and launching personal attacks with each other, and I've gone through and I've been deleting and blocking people, because you can disagree and you can disagree forcefully, but you don't need to personally insult and swear at people for like no reason. We're allowed to think differently. That's what makes us fantastic and special and wonderful. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. Please take care of yourselves so you can take care of each other, and I will see you very soon.